Hey, what's up guys? Steve here, and welcome back to another episode of Fernbus Simulator. So today, we have a little bit of a break from the previous episodes. We are not in Austria and Switzerland, as we were in the last episode. As fun as that was, you can watch it. Links up in the top corner somewhere. New feature, Fernbus version 1.25 has now come out as a full release rather than just sort of an experimental beta. And one of the things it allows you to do is do a shuttle service. So much like we are used to in Tourist Bus Simulator, it allows you to do that in here. Plus this coincides with them finally releasing the W906 in Fernbus. It'd be a perfect opportunity to try out the bus in this game, see how it differs from this to Tourist Bus Simulator, if at all. It might not. And also just to set up a short route just to experiment it and try. So let's start game. We have already set up a route, so just a very, very short route. So we will be heading sort of here in Frankfurt down to Wiesbaden, and then on to the flight departures at the bus stop at the airport. Just to give us an idea of how it works. Obviously, if it's something that's enjoyed, potentially we can do another one in the future. We do, I think, also have the EP14 in this now, so we could potentially do that. But yeah, it's just something to try, see how we go on. But yeah, let's set up this route, and yeah, I'll meet you guys when we're ready to set off. Alright guys, so we are here in sunny Frankfurt. It's raining again. Why does it always seem to be raining when I'm producing videos? So one thing that you will notice is, because we are doing our own shuttle service, it doesn't put us at the Flixbus headquarters, it puts us at some random garage somewhere. For some reason my skin's not working. Yeah, seems to be missing bits off it, but not quite a lot of it, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll sort that out when we're after. And if I can do this, I don't know whether it will show it. Yeah, we also have a plain uniform, or no uniform shall we say, just a normal shirt, tie and sweater combo, very fashionable. But yeah, as we mentioned, this is the same bus as is in Tourist Bus Simulator. Same sort of features, nothing's really changed. Still allows for not a lot of luggage, if at all. The only thing I have noticed is different is this bit here. Apparently you can push out the wheelchair ramp. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know if that's in Tourist Bus or not. But apparently you can do it. There you go, look. And again. Yeah. It's the little things that please me. The fact that you can put that out is one of them. Alright, so let's hop on and start up today's bus. I don't know if it sounds any difference. Sounds pretty much the same. Not a lot of difference here. So let's set up. Let's put some side lights on because it's disgusting and horrible outside. Will this work? Yeah, there we go. And that one. Set the aircon on. Half of these buttons don't seem to work. I know they did in the last one, but yeah. Anyway, they're just there somewhere. Alright, let's turn the Wi-Fi on. Turn on the destination display because that's quite important. Turn on the light. We don't need the cab light on. Doesn't play an announcement, so I'm guessing we don't need that. And let's shut the door so that doesn't cause us any issues. But yeah, so as mentioned, very, very similar. It's annoying that skin didn't seem to want to load in. I'll look into that after. Try and get running for the next one. And as mentioned today, yeah, we're going from Frankfurt through to Wiesbaden and then to the flight departures. So got 10 people picking up at Frankfurt, 8 boarding at Wiesbaden, and 6 getting off, and then all 12 getting off at the airport. So yeah, it looks like we should be okay for that to go. So yeah, I think probably first thing we'll do, let's get the right button. There we go. Let's head on over to the first stop. If I can remember how to drive this bus. It's been a few weeks since we were in Tourist Bus Simulator or Fernbus itself, so take a little bit of getting used to. Yeah, good steering wheel works, that's always a bonus. So yeah, for those that have caught the update, obviously, as I say, yeah, there has been a number of betas out. It does also now support Tobii eye tracking, IR, or track IR, whatever you call it, I think. As well as they're continuing to support extra bits of equipment, such as, on the right side of the road, such as Fanatec wheels. So not a problem I've got, as I've got Thrustmaster stuff, but it seems to work fine. But yeah, it's just something that obviously a lot of people do get Fanatec stuff, so I can understand why they want to optimize it for that. But yeah, so other than that, see a few bits of changes, some additional updates to the game. Obviously, yeah, this shuttle mode, which is one of them. So yeah, we'll be interested to see if it's very, very similar. I guess with the apps and stuff, it's probably very similar to a normal sort of Flixbus route where you just have to check people in. But yeah, we'll have a look when we get to the bus stop and see how we check people in. So how long have I got to get to the bus stop? So I've got to be there by 12. It's now 10 to 12. So yeah, I don't want to be too late. Obviously, don't want to upset our first shuttle run. Right, cool, perfect. So yeah, splashing is still just as bad as in the other ones, so that's not changed. Right, perfect. So we're going up a little bit here. Yeah, we've got about 6 kilometers to go, so nothing coming. No, good, let's go. So yeah, so guys, those of you that follow me on Twitter and Instagram will already know this. There was a copious absence for last Something New Saturday, and yeah, it was sad because obviously train station renovation. I really enjoyed playing it. I thought it was a really good game. It just wasn't getting the views, so I decided to take a week's break from it to plan for June. It is something, as I say, if the guys who catch me on the social media have already seen it, but yes, as I say, this Saturday's Something New Saturday will be OMSI or OMSI 2. Was suggested by a number of subscribers on the channel after my last video last Saturday, and yeah, I couldn't not do it really. So taking a bit more time to get that ready. I have found a couple of mods that I want to try out, mainly some UK stuff. A couple that I've seen a couple of them on YouTube already with other content creators and stuff. One in particular, which will be the first episode, which yeah, I know obviously I'm conscious that OMSI 2 is not the newest of games, so there is a lot of stuff out there at the moment, but obviously want to put my own thoughts into it and see how it goes. But yeah, so we've got some interesting UK content coming up for that, so catch that on Saturday. For those that suggested it, thank you, and hope you all enjoy it, and I hope you do it justice. If I don't, I'm sure you guys will tell me, or press the dislike button or something like that. No, don't press the dislike button. That messes up everything on the channel. But yeah, we'll have that coming out on Saturday. So yeah, thank you to those that suggested it. Alright, hopefully these lights are going to go green anytime today. What are we waiting for? Obviously these lights were green before. Come on. I'm going to spend all day today waiting at traffic lights. But yeah, so far, there we go. So far, so good. As I say, the bus feels remarkably like it does in Tourist Bus Simulator. And yeah, not a lot different. Alright, perfect. So, stop coming up here. Quite a few people waiting out in the rain, including someone who's not dressed for wet weather. Right, perfect. So let's open back door, put on the handbrake. Back door. There we go, perfect. Right, so let's jump out and see what it's like to check these people in. We'll leave this all running so it doesn't steam up and get demused. Put the okay. What a way to start an entrance. Right, perfect. So let's check these people on. Do I need to start a route? No, seems to be fine. Alright, cool. So let's check these people on. So you are going to Wiesbaden, so that's perfect. So check that in. You're going, oh, you're coming all the way, so we're actually going past your destination before we have to go to it. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're okay. So are you. They look remarkably dry for people that have been stood out in the rain. You're not. No, you're not going. You're not going to Dresden. You in? Yep, you're good. And last one, hopefully. Yeah, you'll come with us. So that should be. Just check. Yep, all 10 people checked on. He's disappearing inside. You're staying here. We're going to enjoy the rain for a second. Let's see if we can get this to work the second time round. Yep, there we go. Wow. Okay, that's cool. We'll have to do that every stop now, and see how we get on. So yeah, people are set on. So can we? So we're ready for departure. Let's head on out. We are a little bit late. Can we play the announcement? No, I think we need to play the announcement. So obviously we just then head straight on to our next stop. So it is, where is our next stop? So about 1:15. Yeah, so 1:15 for the next stop at Wiesbaden. As mentioned, yeah, it is only a short route today. I just wanted to try this out, not conscious of not being, you know, too long an episode. From what I understand, couldn't find a lot of videos on this new feature, so I had to just try it out myself, and hopefully anyone that's interested can watch this one as well. But it all seems fairly self-explanatory and easy to use. Obviously, the longer this episode is just probably going to be because of traffic and red lights, but we're used to that in any of the bus games that we play. We always seem to get stuck at red lights and traffic lights and speed cameras and running people over. If you've seen my Bus Sim 18 videos, if you haven't, the playlist is linked above here. But yeah, we're normally running someone over, or hitting a parked car or something in that. It wouldn't be Bus Sim 18 if we weren't destroying something. Right, more traffic lights, so we're going straight through and then left here. Stop here. More red lights. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for everybody that's subscribed to the channel. As I keep mentioning, and I seem to be mentioning every video now, we are getting closer to 100 subscribers. I think at time of recording this we're at 95, 96 subscribers, so almost there. Only 4 more people need to subscribe before we hit the magic 100, and then we'll get on to our next the next challenge, which will be probably 200, but we'll worry about that when it gets there. But yeah, say thank you to all 96 people who have stuck around with my at times mediocre content. And yeah, thank you for those that comment on the videos and those that continue to watch it, like it and whatnot. If you don't follow me on social media, then please find the bits and pieces at the end of the video or in the channel description, because obviously we do updates on there of obviously upcoming videos, and there will be a bit more in terms of sort of teaser contents and stuff like that on there as well. So yeah, catch that one if you can. Links are in the channel subscription, or sorry, channel description, or they're at the end of the video, where you can see what they are for both my Instagram and Twitter. Oh, there you go, that's the worst corner I think I've ever taken. Right, so we've got a green light. Let's hopefully this stays green. Yeah, good. Try not to speed. Don't need any speed tickets today, because I don't know how we get points or graded at the end, and I don't particularly want to start losing points or lose grading. Right, perfect. So looks like we're out of town. I think we're going to jump on the autobahn, so it'll be interesting to see what this thing's like on the autobahn when we get to it, because obviously in Tourist Bus Simulator there's not a massive amount of motorways. There's a couple in the game, but we haven't really sort of tried this thing out. Right, cool. Anything come in? No, I think we're good. Right, so let's head on up. So 70 up here, that's fine. I've got to an 80 already. Haven't done a top speed run, so I'm not going to. I know the autobahns in some areas are unrestricted speeds, but I don't know if I want to try it in this. I can't see what's coming. Doesn't look like anything's coming. Typically stormy and rainy day. On cue, lighting. Probably not the safest thing to do with the bus full of passengers, but we'll worry about that when it gets to it. Right, so we are cutting lanes. Yeah, we know. Sorry, we wanted some. Right, so we're coming off here. So yeah, joining on to the next autobahn. Trying to go too fast. I don't know how this thing handles in the wet. Probably. Well, if it's anything like any of the other coaches that we drive in this, when you get to a wet slip road like this, it's probably going to end up spinning or hitting the Armco barrier, and we don't want to traumatise the customers, do we? Perfect. Alright, so we are going straight on, so I think we will try and migrate over, try not to hit too many people. Yeah, I think we're clear. Right, let's go over. There we go, perfect. Oh, look at that. Just as we said, that goes to a 3-lane motorway anyway. So let's pull onto the inside lane. So what are we managing? Oh look, we're managing to speed. That's good. So we got up to 110 kilometers an hour, which we didn't really notice that we were going that fast. So yeah, obviously this bus is quite capable of breaking the speed limit. Unlike the BB40, which we will probably end up doing a more urban stop with that one, because that really isn't very good on the motorways. It's very noisy and yeah, very slow. I think that's probably about the grand sum total of that one. Alright, so 45 kilometers to go, so I think we'll actually end up going past the airport. Well, we will actually go past the airport, sorry, to come back. Right, lose another lane of the motorway. So yeah, so we go past the airport just here on the left. Speed limit change. No, we're still 100, so that's fine. Yeah, so that's where our return stop is, on the sort of just up there. You can see it just on the map on the left hand side there. We're definitely breaking safety distances here, especially in the wet. Slow down a little bit, and this tank can get a little bit further in front. You don't want to rear end probably a petrol tanker. That'd be a horrendous fireball. I can see the new story now. Right, perfect, so we'll carry on. A bit of start there. See, they haven't fully fixed this game completely. It wouldn't be Fernbus if it didn't have a few stutters and glitches and optimization issues. That's one thing I'm not looking forward to. I've seen a lot of videos on OMC2 and the fact that it seems to be poorly optimized and a bit buggy and laggy and things like that. Yeah, I think I'll do some test routes first before I start recording anything in that and see how badly it goes. Even on quite a high-end PC, I understand it's still very badly optimized, but yeah, we'll worry about that when we get to it. Right, so 24 kilometers to go till our next stop, so we're actually coming off here. So yeah, on other notes, guys, I hope everyone's okay. Staying safe and well, and all seems to be calming down a little bit, especially here in the UK. We're starting to, I wouldn't say normal, but starting to go back to something that resembles something of normality. Obviously they've changed the way and the amount of people that we can see. Most people, or some people I know, are back at work this week. Luckily or unluckily, I'm still furloughed, so get to spend a bit more time at home and playing games and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys are all okay and you know, managing through this. I know a lot of other countries have sort of come out the other side, so you know, hopefully life will start returning back to normal and we won't have, you know, horrible recessions and stuff like that that some people are predicting. And yeah, fingers crossed. Say you're all okay. Right, so we are just coming on to a big old lorry. Just let him go. Don't want to break safety distance with him. Alright, cool. So it looks like we're just coming into Wiesbaden now. Probably pronounced that horrendously wrong, but yeah. You think the amount of time I spend in Fernbus and bits and pieces, you think I'd be getting used to the German pronunciation of names. Yeah, doesn't seem to be going that way. But other things we've been doing. A lot of time on our hands, obviously being off work. Put a few bits and pieces on Instagram, but yeah, been playing a lot of ATS2 as well as a bit of ETS and back into Train Sim World and things like that. So toying with the idea of some ATS content coming up, but I know I've had a couple of videos on the channel that didn't seem to do much. Obviously some new content, there's new maps coming out, and there's a couple of new trucks that have been released. I know the playing around with the new Mack Anthem, which is a pretty cool truck and something that's really fun to drive. But yeah, I don't know, let me know in the comment section if you fancy seeing more American Truck Simulator 2 or ATS2 in the back in the channel. Definitely seems to while away some happy hours by doing some long distance runs and stuff like that, but it's just whether or not you guys would want to see it, or whether or not you'd want to see something else. If you want to see something else, then put that in the comment section below. And always open to suggestions. As I say, June's obviously set up now for OMSI, but we do have we will be carrying on that series of something new Saturday. So if there's something coming out, a game coming out, or something, and you want to see it, then of course put that down in the section below. Got a few ideas for July. One, obviously, which we didn't use in June, which is Bus Mechanic Simulator 2020 or whatever it's called. It's Bus Mechanic Simulator, which is pretty cool. And a few, there's quite a few games out there at the moment that are quite interesting, and some new ones coming out, which I'd quite like to play. But yeah, if there's a suggestion, something you're playing at the moment and you want to see, or something new coming out again that you quite fancy seeing me butcher in terms of content, then yeah, as I say, put that in the comment section down below. We'll see if we can make some really average videos about it. Right, there you go. Where you going, buddy? Right, so we're going straight on by the looks of it. Getting the right lane. Might get there quicker. Right, so arrival time is 1:15, and we're going left here. We are 3 kilometers out, so it looks like we're going to be potentially early, but I think we may have left early. I can't remember seeing a departure time. No, I think we left a couple of minutes early, I think, if I recall rightly. Right, so we're going left again on these. Perfect. Right, stop where we can see the traffic lights. No, not going to happen. Just have to squeeze up a little bit and wait for these lights to go green. Those other ones seem to go green quite quickly. These ones, not so much the case. Right, talk amongst yourselves while we wait for this light to go green. There we go. Right, good. Get the indicator right. Right, perfect. And then yeah, we got our stop coming up here on the right. Perfect. Alright, so quite a few people here. Let's stop and let these people off. Put into neutral, yeah, handbrakes on. Open a door. That's good. Alright, perfect. So hopefully people will get off if they want to get off, and yeah, good. People have miraculously transported themselves off, and there's a few people to check in. So let's go, and hard to see who's who. So yeah, let's check you in. There's people intermingled with other people. Wow, that person really is short. Or maybe we're really tall, one or other. Yeah, let's check you in. Yeah, you're coming. Appear to be stuck on them. Cool. So, okay, I seem to just can't. There we go. Weird. Seems to be get stuck talking to people. Yeah, you're okay. It's really annoying. This is really I don't know why this is doing it, but it just seems to glitch where you just stay stuck in one place. Right, yeah, you're okay. Right, there we go, it's fine. And that should be Emil Bayer, yeah, cool, last person, good. Alright, so that's everybody in and out. Oh, we forgot to do the door thing on the way in. Alright, floor thing, there we go. Alright, ready, step on it. We head through the roof of the thing, but it'll do. Cool. So sit down. Right, so departure time is 3:17, so let's forward, sorry, 3:17, 1:17. Let's skip a minute before departure, make sure we haven't missed anyone. No, so we're all good. So let's head back into there. Right, put that into drive. There we go, get the right button. Right, perfect, indicate out, and we should be good to go. So we've departed on time. Good. Right, make sure we don't crash into anything as soon as we leave the station. No, we're good. Right, the curbs, there we go, perfect. And this, what a surprise. We've come to a traffic light. Guess what? It's red again. Not another red light. I'm gonna get a t-shirt with that put on and a picture of a red light. That's seems to be it always seems to be the way in this game. I always seem to get stuck at a traffic light. Good. So, what time's our arrival time? So our arrival time at the airport is 12 minutes past 2, so we've got just under an hour before we get there. I can't even see these traffic lights. There we go. Much as I love the rain, and I'm really glad that for some reason it's set to rain today, it does seem to have a bit of an effect of being able to see traffic lights. That on my driving, one or other. We'll blame the weather. It's definitely the weather. It's nothing to do with my poor ability at driving. Definitely not the driving. Right, come on, let's go. Really want to get on and drop these people to the airport and see what happens at the end of this. There we go. Perfect. Right, so turn right here. Right, quick, let's go before this light turns green. Sorry, turns red. Right, try not to speed. No, we're fine. 47, that's fine. Right, look at this. Green light's all the way out. It seems to be fine if we're leaving somewhere. If we're heading into somewhere, they're always red. Oh well, maybe those lights are just timed so that they're designed to be all green at the same time. Oh no, massively speeding. Right, there we go. Not going to be so lucky this time. Alright, perfect. Let's stop here and wait again. But yeah, so far, as I say, the bus seems to be pretty identical to its incarnation in Tourist Bus Simulator, which really isn't a surprise. And apart from the fact of having to do a few bits and pieces in terms of logging into the FlixBus app and playing announcements and all that kind of fun stuff, doesn't seem that different from a normal Fernbus route. But let's say obviously just a smaller bus and one that kind of doesn't have the our own company graphics on it, but whereas you could have it with a FlixBus graphic in the FlixBus options. But it seems very, very similar, which isn't a bad thing. The general pretext of the Fernbus game is pretty sound. To say the fact that you do have to use the phone to check them in, again very much like Tourist Bus. In terms of the way that it works, it's not it's not broken, so don't really need to worry about fixing it. But it's good to see a different. Okay, that water splashed inside the bus. Okay, yeah, it's good to see a different game option and just a little bit of difference in terms of longevity to the game, I guess, because you can just use these little mini buses and they're developing them for Tourist Bus, so why not have them in this game? And add an additional bit, but yeah, there doesn't seem to be that much difference, which is good. I think that's definitely a good thing. So definitely wouldn't want to be doing longer routes with this bus because you know, it's there's nothing coming. Yeah, it's definitely a short hop kind of bus, but I wouldn't want to be doing hundreds and hundreds of sort of kilometres in this bus. But yeah, it's cool. I don't see. I think it's definitely a worthwhile purchase if you've got either tourist bus or Fernbus or both. I think it's like £6 this bus now, so and it works in both, so I can't see can't see a downside to that compared to some of the buses that they do for them. You know, they're sort of trying to hit the police car. They're kind of, you know, twice the price of that, and I think probably not as versatile, because, you know, in tourist bus this bus is perfect. It kind of does everything you need for a shuttle run, or, you know, for an airport run or things like that. Obviously you are limited on space and the amount of seats, but again, you know, you just have to pick the jobs properly for it and do the right kind of routes. But definitely interesting to see what they come up with next. Haven't seen a lot in terms of developments for future upcoming content and buses and stuff, but be interesting to see what they come out with next. What's the next bus or next next option? I know the bus, the game is still in development, and it does seem to be taking its time. Obviously things like, you know, if COVID virus probably doesn't help that, as, you know, it's not always possible to do everything from home, but otherwise it's fine. It's been a good been a good job, good route, and just be interesting to see what else they do for this. What is the next the kind of next thing. Right, so we need to try and squeeze down here. Perfect. Scoot. Right, and then yeah, we should have a stop hit by the looks of it. So let's stop in the box. Yeah, I know, I can't believe it either. There we go. So that should be everybody materialising off. Cool, so that's everybody off. So let's see how we get on. I don't know what you do. Guess you click escape and see what happens. Alright, so let's click complete route and see what happens. So yeah, cool. So yeah, pretty much the same as in the last one, really, in terms of your kind of route options at the end. So yeah, we collected the right amount of people, you know, didn't run out of fuel, got a few XP, 370. In terms of service, yeah, everything was on time. We kind of arrived and departed before and where we were needing to be. Air conditioning was 100%, so that's good. Passenger compartment light was on, Wi-Fi clearance was on, traffic rules. Well, we maintained driving time, that's fine. Maintained work time. We didn't damage anything. I think that's the first time I think I've seen anything on that page that isn't red. And yeah, so we drove on the road 94% and a bit at the time. That's probably in the rain, I didn't see it. Yeah, nothing okay. Speed limits maintained 97% of the time, and no safety distance. Wow, no safety distance were broken. That's the first time for us. So yeah, so I guess that's it then, guys. So that's the kind of the shuttle services in a nutshell. You know, ideal for doing short hops, short routes. I think this one's taken about 20 minutes in time in terms of total route, but obviously you can do a bit longer if you want to. You can do more stops if you want to, but yeah, definitely designed to be more of sort of like an urban bus, sort of hopper stop kind of bus than anything else. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's say if you have, click the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please click the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell notification so you can be updated when new episodes come out. And as always, guys, if there's any questions, queries, comments or suggestions, then put those in the comment section down below. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care. Bye.